I benefited from having an older brother that would take me to see movies like Midway, The Hindenburg, King Kong, Star Wars, Star Trek, usually opening day. So I had a very good childhood seeing things that made a lasting impression on me. I guess Star Wars, with its optimism of one person can make a difference, really sunk in, and just the variety of the characters that have made it such a fun story. The John Williams soundtrack really sucked me in and definitely had an influence on me being in Meg's Wildcat Band and Choctaw Style Marchers, so I could play these sweeping orchestral scores with several hundred other musicians. Also, just to a lesser degree, the martial arts in the film inspired me to study Taekwondo and to other fighting styles later in life. But it's just been a wonderful, wonderful association of just getting to be a kid for the rest of my life. I was 9 years old when it came out, so I kind of figured, well, it's not going to get much better than this. I might as well just stay this age because it's not going to get any better. You could relate to all the characters in the story. Growing up, I wanted to be the idealistic Luke Skywalker, but as I grew older, I learned to appreciate the much more swashbuckling, rogue, wise guy, Han Solo, because basically he got the girls. Luke basically just got to do the heroic missions and blow up the Death Star, while Han got Leia. The original trilogy is definitely what captures the imagination, because it was timely and our country was coming out of the horrible Vietnam era, Watergate, and we needed something hopeful just to latch onto. And Star Wars was a wonderful, wonderful vehicle to bring us up and allow us to just have something genuine fun.
Yeah, it was so different than any of the other movies. It was really very futuristic and all the stuff flying around and really got a lot of attention.
Going into it, did you have any expectations about it?
I don't remember. I just remember there was a lot of hype about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it was a lot, like I said, it was different than any of the other movies then. Well, I thought it was a really cool movie. I didn't know 30 years later it would be, would still be so big. Even though it was years later, they did come out, with the other sequels, and I guess what kind of surprised me, the way they did them out of sequence, that people could still follow it. But, and also, the other thing I like about the movies is, because they did do them out of sequence, like Luke and Laura, you didn't know that they were brother and sister. You didn't know that Darth Vader was really Luke's dad, and so there's always that element of, of the unknown or the surprise.
I don't know, I kind of like Star Wars just because it's like you can get away from life, you can escape reality. You can go into literally a galaxy far away. That's what I like about it. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that it's a movie that came out in my parents' time, and then I'm still just as into it as people back then could be.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you.